I've upgraded a Disney Chip 'n Dale Christmas tree topper with the help of a Raspberry Pi Pico. It's used in place of a star on top of a Christmas tree, with a snowflake shaped light with Chip 'n Dale dressed in elf outfits. The Disney Store website says, "Let our stars shine brightly with this light up Chip 'n Dale festive tree topper. Disney's toothsome twosome stand atop a sculpted snowflake star, a celestial celebration to top off your Christmas tree decoration." It's also available with Tinkerbell if you prefer a Peter Pan theme to Chip 'n Dale. It's nice enough as it is, but for a couple of things. First, it's battery powered, so it's not possible to have it turn on automatically with the rest of the tree lights. And I think the flash feature was a bit basic. So I decided that I wanted to upgrade it. Power it from mains electricity so it turns on with the tree lights, and give it more of a twinkle flash. I also added a web interface to control it. After all, why not? One thing I didn't want to do was to damage the star or cut off the existing battery connector. However, it's all sealed and the battery box is hardwired in. But the one thing it does come with is a Try Me power button, which combines a small battery and button to allow you to try it while it's in the shop. This connects using a mini JST connector to the battery box. So instead of having to damage any of the topper or cut the wires, I used a male connector and plugged that into the battery box and then wired that to my Pico. First, I needed to know what voltage and current I needed. I measured the voltage of the Try Me button and it showed about 3 volts. However, when I connected for 3 volts directly, it wasn't as bright as it was with the batteries in. I slowly increased the power supply until it gave the brightness I wanted, which was around 4 volts. That was a higher voltage than the Pico GPIO pins, and the current requirements were higher than the pins would provide as well. So I decided on a MOSFET to power it and used a 5 volt USB power supply. I did try with a small resistor to limit the current, but with a small voltage drop across the MOSFET, that appeared to provide a good voltage for the lights. No, this is at your own risk. The output voltage of different supplies is not always reliable, so ensure your lights are compatible with your power supply before connecting. I'd already created a circuit and a PCB, which works well. It was a Pico Light project, which I'd created for the Raspberry Pi magazine, the Magpie as it was known then. It was designed for 12 volt lights, but works just as well using 5 volts by connecting a USB cable to both the 5 volt and 12 volt input pins. The PCB has 3 outputs and I only needed one of those, but using the existing PCB saved having to create a new board and allows other lights to be connected if desired. So I wired that up and provided a simple way to turn the light on and off, and assuming a Pico W was used, this also allows it to be done wirelessly from a web browser. I've updated the code to add a flash which turns on and off in a similar way to the standard flash. However, it was a twinkle effect that I really wanted. I experimented with various flash sequences to try and create a more random flash effect, but it was using PWM to vary the brightness that I felt created the best results. So that needed a bit of recoding, but I think I got the effect that I wanted. You can find all the details, including a link to the updated code and the circuit diagram on my website. See the description for a link. It's a fun, simple Christmas project if you'd like to give a Christmas tree topper a bit of a makeover. Just be aware of the voltage and current requirements of the light you're using. Please let me know in the comments if you have any other Christmas lights you upgrade using this or an alternative method. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you haven't already, and look forward to seeing you in a future video.